right, the next one that we have in the Nearly Winter Capelet is what I'm calling a Garter Tweed. So with the linen stitch, the base stitch was stockinette, meaning the fronts were all knit or slipped, and the wrong side was all purled or slipped. We still kept all the knits on the right side and all the purls on the wrong side. This one is Garter Tweed, and so we will be knitting as our base stitch for both sides. So we'll knit our 3 edge stitches. And the Garter's Tweed repeat is very, very easy. Like with linen, it can be hard to see, but once you've learned to look at it, it's not such a big deal. With the Garter Tweed, your floats will always be on the wrong side of the work. So since we're at the right side, we'll carry our floats in the back, and when we turn it over, we will carry it the other place. So our pattern is slip 1, knit 2. And we will carry that on to the end. Because we're changing stitches, we do not care what linen stitch is doing down here. So slip 1, knit 2. And we're keeping our floats in the back so that we will not see the float. Like we wanted on linen to see it on the front of the work. Now we do not. Slip 1, knit 2, slip 1, knit 2. And again, you may not come up to the very last stitch. That doesn't matter. You just stop wherever you are. So I've got 4 stitches left, which means I'm up to a slip 1, and then I have no more. That's fine. Just end on the slip 1 and do your edging stitch. In the shawl pattern, when you're adding stitches, every row you'll get an extra stitch and you'll be able to complete more and more of the pattern and carry it on with the increasing of the edge. So on the wrong side for Garter Tweed, you are going to slip the same stitch that you slipped and knit the same ones that you knit. So we'll knit our 3 edge stitches. Yes, knit because we're in garter. Now we ended this one on a slip. We can tell because we have this float carrying across from the second stitch, and it doesn't do anything to this end stitch. There's a float here. So this was the slip stitch. We're going to slip it again. But we do need to bring our yarn to the back because we do not want to see that float. The front needs to be clean. But because it's garter, we do want to knit the next 2. We're not purling anymore. So we're going to knit the next 2. So here is our slip stitch. There's our float. Keep your float in the back for slipping. Return to the knit position to knit the next 2. Slip stitch gets slipped with yarn in front. Then 2, they look like purls, are going to be knit because this is garter. So bring it to the front to slip, bring it to the back for 2 knits. And then we'll end on 3 knit stitches. Okay, let's turn it back to the right side and see what we've got. There's not a lot to see just yet. You can see the slip stitch is elongated down here because we've got 2 rows of garter between that we've knit, but these 2 are stretched down. That is your clue to what happens next. Every right side row, these 2 could be considered a setup row. Every right side row, the stitch that you slipped is going to move 1 to the right. I'll show you what I mean. Let's do our 3 stitch garter edging first. Now this first one, we slipped the very first stitch. There's nowhere right to move. So let's look up to the next one. Here's our slip stitch. It's 1, 2, it's the 4th stitch. For this new right side row, we want to slip the stitch to its right. So we would like to slip this one. So if this one is slipped, these 2 are both going to be knit. So we'll start out with knits this time just because that's the way it works out. So we'll have to knit 2. Now we're ready to start our repeat. This one is to the right of the old slip stitch. So we'll slip, knit 2, slip, knit 2. The repeat is the same. You just have to check at the beginning of the row to see where on your needles the repeat starts. You'll always slip the one to the right of the old slip stitch and then knit the next 2 all the way to the end. Again, you will not end evenly, especially because this one moves every time. So this one is to the right of our old slip stitch. So we'll slip and we'll knit and we're out of stitches and we don't care. We just end where we end and we do our last 3 in a garter edging. Now the wrong side is going to be exactly the same in that you are going to match your slips and your knits. So we'll do our 3-stitch garter edging here. And now let's look at our first couple stitches to make sure we get on track. This one was knit on the front, so we see a purl. This next one, it could look like a purl. It's really a slip. It's not engaging. You can look over on the front to see if it's stretched down or not. This one was knit. That one was slipped. With practice, you'll be able to tell the difference. You can see that this stitch is attached via a float to this stitch, and this one was bypassed. So this is our slip, so we're going to continue to slip it. This is garter, and so we knit the first one, bring your yarn to the back so the floats are all hidden, slip. Now we're ready for our repeat. So we have slip 1, knit 2, bring your yarn to the front, slip 1, knit 2. Also, once you've done the slip, this float stretches out and it's much easier to see that it's actually a float and not attached. So at the end, it can be a little bit dicey, but once you get into it, you can easily see which one gets slipped and which 2 get knit. Again, here at the end, we are not going to have enough to finish the entire row. We just stop where we stop. There we are. There's our 3 border stitches. So it's starting to take shape now. This is a little bit of a subtle effect. You can't really see what's going on with just a couple of rows. You'll have to get, a couple of inches into it before you can really see the pattern begin to emerge. It looks something like a jumbo seed stitch, but of course the pattern is different.